Okay, the thing stopped. But, that's the only thing. I don't really care. I didn't really...
You didn't deserve to get treated like that.
I mean, I didn't care about... Just that day, like, her. I didn't care about, like, what Grandma did to me. I just cared about what she did to, like, Deja. Because it was... I don't know. It got to me, like, a lot.
Did you say anything while she was doing it?
Of course, I don't remember. I just was like...
It was crazy.
She called us brainwashed and stuff.
She was really trying to turn y'all against me.
Yeah.
That whole time.
It was just... She just kept on just
and
hitting her with the
hard. And when she saw that it wasn't going to work.
And I feel like I should have just did something. Which one day I'm going to go back to her and actually do something. Like, I'm either going to...
Call her and leave her a message. Don't ever go back and do nothing. You ain't gonna get the chance to do that, but you can go to her grave. That lady is not gonna live past 2016.
Mom, if
this is her last year.
Mom, it's what I didn't do for days. It's like what I did not do. Like if she did that to Jacob or Tyrese, like
yeah, you feel the same.
Yeah.
You a soldier. That's why you a soldier, and she mad because she couldn't break you, and she couldn't break Deja either. She couldn't break y'all down because she knew that y'all know y'all mama better than anybody. If nobody in this world knows me, my kids know exactly who I am, and they gonna always stand by their mama, and they gonna always tell the truth. I've whooped y'all before. For doing bad shit, for breaking my expensive stuff. What parent hasn't? But they tried. This mom made me look like Precious, and mama is precious. I've been single. How many men have you seen me with in your life?
It was only like, I would just say like my dad, and
what was that?
Maybe like
just your dad, really, and Vale.
Vale.
Where's Deja? Did you lock the front door?
Yeah, but guys, can we we need to stop this YouTube stuff because this is gonna put someone down. I swear, and it could be me, it could be Deja, it could be Mom, and it could be Tyre. It doesn't.
And Jacob's trying to go.
It could be someone else. It could be like some of the people that we don't like. It could be someone like that. It's just gonna put us down and not gonna want us to live with. So I'm like trying to have it all stop. There was this one comment that got to me. It said your daughter, which they were talking about me. He said your daughter is ugly. She needs to kill herself and get raped. And
what?
Yeah, you didn't see that comment?
She said that or somebody else?
No,
said that?
someone else said that. They said,
yeah.
Yeah. And I was about to make a video about it and everything.
Yeah, it's sick. It's sick.
But, like, yeah. Like, those comments do get to me because... And it's just the main thing that Grandma did to us. And she said... And I was like, Grandma... And when I wanted to keep the laptop, I said, Grandma, you bought Tyrese a laptop and you said that I can't have the laptop. She's like, Tyrese never lied about me.
She's an Indian giver.
That's what Dad told me to call her, and I did call her that.
Yep, she's an Indian
giver. But this is what I said to Deja. I was like...
And everything she gives you has conditions on it. And that's why I don't want nothing from her. I don't want her dirty life insurance money. And
she said she's giving Tyrese $50,000.
Ty, do you want $50,000 from your grandmother? Do you want it? If you want it, that's fine. You can have it, but I'm just asking if you want it.
He should take it, though. Because, we can be buying candy.
If you hear the stories that your sister is telling about how your grandmother just beat the crap out of Deja for no reason.
Did you remember that?
She had bruises all over her body. And Deja and Danielle didn't tell me it was that severe. She needs to be in jail.
Deja, come here.
You need to go to jail, Cherie.
Here,
Cherie, Lynn, Maxwell, Briscoe. With your lying self. You need to go to jail, lady. Real talk, for what you did to my daughters. And you knew as soon as they got home, they was going to tell me everything. And they ain't done telling me shit. I'm sure there's more. that you done told them you was gonna kill them if they said. Because I remember my daughter was trying to tell me something and you told her to watch herself. Because you was planning on some shit. You a sick lady. I swear to God, I bet not ever hear from you again. You disgust me. I pity you. I pity the day you ever tried to set me up. Because you know what? Black families are so disgusting. You know what they'll do? You know what they'll do? They'll call you. They know you get food stamps. I don't get food stamps no more, so don't call me with your broke asses. You supposed to be doing good and shit. Well, then really do good. You know what I'm saying? But she tried to say I was doing food stamp fraud or some bullshit. She said, no, never. Just because somebody call you and ask you to buy some whatever, that don't mean nothing. If I say no, I say no. No, I don't get food stamps, you know. So that for some reason, I guess people think just because you got 3 or 4 kids and you a woman of color, automatically you got food stamps. Well, I don't get food stamps anymore. I make too much money to get food stamps, and I'm not missing them either. You know, so now what? My ends is meeting over here. Hold on, let me get my daughter the mic. She bounced her ass on up out of my picture.
Yeah,
She'll never get invited to nothing, not my wedding, her or my father.
I'm done. I'm done with him.
Well, what you think about your granddad? He ain't shit either. He sit up there and he's so stupid. He's so busy trying to be defensive and stuff because they know they covered up my molestation.
Where's your phone? I'm gonna call her.
That he'd rather talk shit to me. My daughters came to help your crippled ass. And then you gonna sit up there and treat them that way? They didn't have to come to your house. They could have came with their mama.
Of
course I would have made y'all come.
Yeah.
She fronted like she was gonna be okay, and she been acting cool for the past year, ain't she? Knowing damn well her motherfucking jealous ass want to start some shit.
But Mom, if it goes straight to voicemail, I'm gonna go downstairs because I might have like something big to say, like cussing. But at one point in this video,
don't cuss. Just say what you want to say in the video, because I feel like this. I feel like people should be here for this moment because your grandmother embarrassed the hell out of you and your mother, and standing behind and helping this white woman while she degrades my little son and talks about his father that she don't know.
By the way, Mom, yeah. By the way, Mom,
and will never know.
At one point in this video, I kind of like let loose and was like,
"It's okay, honey. You are entitled to your emotions in this house, and we eat chocolate cake sometimes for breakfast." We should watch Practical Magic tonight.
Oh yeah, me and Deja, we watched that.
Yeah.
I think it was after Grandma whipped us.
Have you ever seen Boys on the Side?
No, I haven't.
Okay, we're gonna watch that together. We're gonna have like a girly movie night. We're gonna watch one girly movie and one scary movie and one comedy.
Alright. Alright, hopefully she answers, because if she does, hold on.
We don't need her 50,000. Tell her. Yeah.
She straight up.
She blocked it. No, leave her a message.
Wait, let me just say something, Mom. We called her on the house phone at our grandma's house, Grandma Hazel. She picked up, and but it was at the moment everybody was there. Like, Auntie was there, Dude was there, Jayzana was there, everybody was there. So I couldn't she just said hello, and I was about to start cussing at her, I was legit about to do something, but everybody was there, and I did not want to just say all that in front of them.
When you finally got out of there?
Yeah. And I was
I bet you your Auntie Michelle told you not to worry about it, didn't she?
Yeah, she said,
and she promised she would protect you while you were there, and I thank her for that.
Right.
I really do like Michelle, because me and Michelle, we've had our disagreements in the past, but I think it was right on the way me and her worked together, the way she took y'all to the airport, the way she made sure y'all made it on that plane, and she kept me updated. Michelle is invited to everything we have. Real talk. She's a good lady, because she looked out for y'all, because she's always known my mama is a nutcase.
Yeah, she said that your mom, she didn't agree when we left, when we just not here, but when we left and we couldn't see her anymore. She didn't like that, which I think that was the whole argument at you guys' time back in that time. when
well,
we can
I
see
mean,
him.
when she's verbally abusing you and physically abusing you, what does she expect a person to do? Yeah. My daughters are not used to being treated that way. And my Uncle Vance beat them for years as children.
Us?
Yes, he did.
Uncle
And they
Vance.
talked about it often. It was a very dysfunctional thing that was happening within my family, and nobody ever did anything about it. They just kind of let Vance beat on all the other kids.
Yeah, they
and it fucked all of them up.
Ben and Brenda, they came over the last time we saw them.
Oh, and you know what? My mother, she hates her mother. But she don't hate her because she's evil. She hates my grandmother because she blames her.
She's
for
the
all
best one.
Right.
She's the best one.
Look, it's like in reverse, and it scares me because my mother literally, I swear to God, I don't believe she's physically killed anybody, but my mother, her personality is scary. And did you or did you not feel afraid for your life?
Yes, I did.
I
swear, that's why I was telling you. It's kind of private. Remember I told you?
You felt afraid for your life.
Yeah, I was like, what did you call?
Yeah, just hang it up. I think he called somebody.
I told you, and Brenda just started laughing about it. I was like,
because Brenda's an evil witch.
She's evil.
Hey, why don't y'all sing that one song to close this out? Because guess what? You ain't never going back there.
Good.
Hey, I know you want to go visit. But let's let some time go by. Let's let her get in the grave. We ain't going to her funeral.
No. Mm-mm.
Do you even want to go?
No.
Look, Mom, you can give Tyrese $50,000. He'll take it for school. But guess what? I make more than $50,000. I don't need your money. I don't want your dirty money. Dirty charity. You are hereby banished from me and my children's lives. And all of that negative energy, we send it back to you. And you know what? We're not going to wish death on her. We're going to pray that she gets better. So that she can at least feel guilty for the shit she did to her daughter and her granddaughters.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing.
Doesn't she favor boys? Yeah. She don't like girls.
Mom, she doesn't. Well, but she would just kind of abuse Deja and is it verbally abuse? Where you talk stuff?
It's mental. It's mental abuse.
Mental abuse. She would just kind of she would just say, I'm not going to have a happy family. And say, she just said, I was going to.
And she knows better. And you know what? I don't remember you ever telling me about any of this stuff. Were you afraid to tell me?
Well, yeah, I was.
Because she knows that I wouldn't agree with that shit.
Yeah.
See, let me tell you something. There is an old Chinese proverb, and I can't find it, but it's a saying that your children have whatever you want them to have. And a lot of people believe that when your parents, or if you dishonor your parents, or if they dishonor you or whatever, or they can curse your life. But that's only if you give them power. You don't let nobody fuck with you and your dreams, not even me. See, now I sound like Will Smith on The Pursuit of Happiness. You don't never, ever, ever let nobody tell you how your life gonna be, because, see, she wants your life to, she's unhappy. She's dying alone and fat and miserable and drunk. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about my drinking habits. Do I drink like her?
No, you be drinking. No,
is there any alcohol or liquor in this house?
There's actually really not. You would drink wine from time to time, which wine is good. I've tried wine. She would just drink wine, and if she doesn't drink wine, it would just be just a normal
But you've only tried wine. I've only tried wine on a special occasion, if we went to dinner somewhere. Mm-hmm. Because we like doing stuff like that. I try to take y'all a lot of places, and see, now that I'm in a better place financially, they know that y'all life really gonna be better, because everything I do for my kids. And I have never, ever, ever, if I don't have money to buy my kids school clothes, or if I've ever been through a financial crisis, do I go out and get my hair done? Do I go out and get my nails done and buy my own self shit and not give my kids shit? No, I don't.
We normally go with you anyway, so you would kind of have to do it.
It's always a family thing.
Yeah. With her, she stopped. All right. So once a week, we would get Sonic. Once a week. When you did that call, it was one time, not the very last call that you did. And Mom, she kept on hanging up the phone. When do you remember that? Every time you called, and she took the home phone away from us, and she wouldn't give us your number. That's why we couldn't talk very much. We would get Sonic once a week.
That's why y'all stopped calling for a week. I was like, I started worrying.
Yeah, she kept on hanging. She wouldn't give us the phone at all. She said that we can get. We were like, Grandma, can we please call our mom? And she was like, all she gonna do is blah 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 blah. And then we were like, so but we want to talk to her, and she would be like, we'll talk to her on the home phone, but we didn't have your number.
It was like she was possessed.
Yeah, and I remember I had
when did you see the change happen?
I saw the change happening. It was kind of a while ago when you called about it was about Grace. Remember when Grace came over, and and Grace left, and Grandma was like making her leave, and it was something like that. And we told you, she was like, Grace can come over. That's their best friend. It started happening then. It was when everything was kind of like when you just finally got your house.
She definitely don't want you to have. Yeah.
It was when you got your house.
Oh, when I moved into my house. Yeah, that's when she. Oh.
It was when you moved into your house.
It's when she knew I was gonna be here permanently.
Yeah. Basically.
And y'all been going through this all this time.
Yeah.
For 5 months. Y'all some strong little girls.
But
because y'all wasn't really telling me what was going on. Mm-hmm. And see, she tried to make it seem like it was all Frankie's fault.
No,
Mom. And that he was causing problems.
He didn't.
But it was actually
he didn't do anything at all.
No, I know. He just wanted to see his kids. And that's ridiculous. And that's why y'all were there. And that's why I told her, I said, they can't stay with you no more. Whatever. They ain't staying with Frankie. He a child molester. What?
My dad has never done that.
You know what, Mom? You know what? Your dad is stupid, though, because if I was him, I would file a report against her for that, for lying on him.
But Mom, they were talking about you. They were just... They were saying how stupid you were. And I was right there, and I was just, I was literally ready. But that was the time when I didn't really.
But what am I doing that's stupid? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you stop and think about it at the time? Like, but she's just working.
Of course. I remember the first time I cried about you, like about her saying stuff about you, was I went into the bathroom. I just started crying for some odd reason.
And that's extremely emotionally damaging to talk about a child's mother.
Yeah, right in front of her. And
that's why my grandmother never did it. But go ahead, sweetie. Go ahead.
Yeah, she would just call you like stupid and like how you like she kind of said that she was telling him that like she don't want them. She's never gonna send for him. And blah blah blah, and I thought like made me start crying, and then I would have like scary dreams about Grandma. Like, it would be like I was like in our room. I was like, she would never let us in our room either. But yeah,
it's so bizarre. Like, you should be able to go in your room and kind of lay down.
Yeah, and I was like,
whenever you want, and she would like only let you go in your room.
When we go to
so
sleep.
It was never your room.
No,
it was never your.
But I had a dream, and I had a dream about me. I had a few of them, and it was like me sleeping like normally in the bed, and like she was just standing there, like right beside me, like not sleeping, not laying down in the bed. She was just standing over the bed, looking at like me and Deja, and it was like dark.
That wasn't a dream.
I don't know what it was.
That was really happening. Give me my tarot cards. Okay. I'll get them, baby. I'm closer than you are. I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead. That wasn't a dream.
I thought it was because she was.
It wasn't. I've had dreams in her house of people standing over me, chanting. People standing over me. One day I woke up and somebody was literally rolling off top of me. And we'll talk about that later because I'm going to take you out to the doctor. Your grandmother was going around saying that you guys were actively trying to get pregnant.
Yeah, she said that
And that's not true, though.
No.
That's the last thing. You don't want no baby right now. You have a little brother that if you wanted to just have a baby.
But if
like, your home life has never been unstable like that, except for the fact that I broke up with your father.
But Mom, the thing is what I'm saying is if I did get pregnant, if I got raped or anything, she kept on saying if you ever get raped or if you ever do have a baby.
I feel like she wanted you to get raped.
Probably did, but at this age, she was like, if you get raped or pregnant, lose the baby. Like, she didn't want me to keep the baby, and I
that's awful.
And I'm like, I still like, it's still my child. Like, I still would want to keep my baby. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter how old I am. I would still keep him or her. Like, Mom, but I want to have twins one day. That's like
you are gonna have beautiful children, and you know what? Twins. All my grandkids are gonna call me grandma. I want them to call me grandma.
I don't call grandma.
Or Nana.
I call her Cherie. But on camera.
Oh, no. You don't call that grandmother. That's not a grandmother. That's a demon.
But Mom, it was...
I want to see what's
weird.
going on
She was standing...
Keep talking.
She was just standing over me, like...
When was this?
It was... I think it was after, like... It was just one day when, I think it was when Ben and Brenda came over, and nothing was really going on that bad at that time. It was like she just wanted kind of we just didn't really go outside, but like she just standed over me, and I remember I was like, I like covered my eyes with the blanket, and I was like, I turned on my music because I grabbed my laptop and I just turned on my music, but I still kind of saw her I just saw her standing there, and like then
she was really there.
I don't know.
And you said it was this. When did this happen?
It was kind of like, I would say like a few months back, to where you were like, we were having trouble getting into your house still. It was that time. And she was just standing over me and Deja, and I turned on my music, like, and I turned it on really loud so I wouldn't like hear anything that she said. I don't know if she said anything, but she was just standing there. And then I just like listened to all my music. I listened to, I think, One Direction, and I just kind of like try not to like let it bother me. And then I remember I just woke up after that. But it was scary and
poor baby.
Really scary. Hi.
I'm sorry you went through all of that, Danielle. I couldn't have even imagined that she would do that. I honestly thought she changed because of the cancer, but the cancer made it worse.
But it was scary. It was in the dark. Like, I was, like, and I just saw, like, a figure.
And it was her.
But the door, it was kind of like...
But see, it's some stuff that I want to talk to you about, because when you were a child, it was some things that she had done to you.
Yeah, Mom, I went back on that, and I had a, like, when you told me that, because I remember you told me that one day when we were in the car, I had a vision of that actually happening.
What did she do?
It was, I don't know, I just kind of had a vision about it.
You told me one day when you were younger, you said, Grandma showed me a secret about her.
I think that was the time. I think that was the time that I had a vision. Wait, alright, tell me the story.
You told me that you said your grandmother, you were about 4 years old, and you said, Grandmama showed me a secret about her. So we're going to talk about that, but not on air.
Alright. Yeah. Well, guys, should we go now, or you gonna?
Yeah, I mean, with this second part 2 was, just close it out with something and just tell people, just tell people about yourself and say where you want to see yourself in 5 years, and just talk about stuff like that, something positive, because and I was telling them the other day, I could see you. Not only being a veterinarian, but having your own practice, and I'll pay for it for you. I'll pay for your own practice. And you'll be able to rescue animals. Yay. Because I know that's what you want to do. And you are going to be wonderful at it. And what's your favorite animal? Cats?
Really my favorite animals, they're kind of like, I would say dogs and cats. Because those are the two, and birds. Those are the, like, but mainly dogs and cats, because, like, they have like abusive like owners, and they can't really do anything about that. Like they just get beat, and that like makes me, and especially with babies and stuff, that makes me terrified. Which that's what the main thing I want to stop is, like, abuse. Like that's like the one thing I want to stop.
Just like your mama.
Yeah.
And you know what? A lot of people try to do that with humans, and it's like human beings I'm gonna tell you something. You know, the way I am, you can look. I don't fear spirits. I fear humans. Real talk. So my whole thing about this situation is that, you know, it was an experience for you, but it's gonna make you stronger because I went through a lot of traumatizing shit with my mother, like my whole life. That 7 months was my whole life. That 7 months you lived with her, that's what I had to deal with until I moved out of her house. And it was not easy. I had anxiety, I had the depression, I had the sleeping a lot, I had the sleep disturbances, I had the weird dreams. I had all of that every single time. That woman is poison. She is poison, and her brother is her accomplice, and they are doing illegal shit to people. And if you remember that time, I think I want to tell you the last time I had a happy moment with my mother, because the reason why we're so hurt is because we loved her at one point. And the last happy moment I had with her was the day that I got her out to walk. Remember when we took her walking on Halloween?
Oh yeah.
And she said my feet are hurting, but she still got out and walked. And I felt it was a sense of accomplishment because she never gets out. She never gets any exercise.
What was your last moment of happiness with her?
And that was what, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago?
It was when I was little, like I was like 5.
I mean, she had already been doing stuff prior to that. You know. Jacob, go ahead and finish it out.
Alright. Well, guys, I'm gonna go. This is a really sad video.
It's okay. It's not sad because you're moving on with your life and you're rising above that. You know that you're not gonna. You're a beautiful girl. You know what? I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with your grandmother. She had a car accident when she was 16 years old. It disfigured her face. She looked fine. She had my father. She pushed him away. She drove him crazy. He was on drugs. So she looks back at her life and she says, oh my God, your father ruined my life. And she's one of them mothers that blames the kids. Now, your father sent me through troubles. But do I take that out on my kids? Hell to the no.
No.
In fact, I have always strived for a good, positive co-parenting relationship with your father. And the times that he was tripping, I was cool. I was cool on that. I kept my distance. And, you know, and I still raise my kids. And the bottom line is that I pay my own bills. And you gonna pay your own bills. And you ain't gonna be on no welfare and all this stuff. Welfare is not even gonna exist pretty soon. And we're gonna have an all-out riot. If some of these black women don't get off of welfare and food stamps, you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna deal, you better have a fallout shelter. You better have a fallout shelter or a panic room, because when they cut that butter and that milk off, a lot of y'all gonna be roaming the streets like zombies, lost. And I'm not gonna be amongst that group. I'm making my money. I'm getting my blessings, and I know how. I ain't never killed none of my seeds, and I never will.
Hey.
Oh, and then, wait a minute, they said I was going to kill y'all.
Who?
All these people. She's going to, oh my God, this woman is crazy. She's going to kill all of her children. And I'm not even going to let you look at this one lady named Spiritree's video. I'm not even going to let you look at that. She said the children are going to get abused, mistreated, sodomized.
What's wrong with her?
She's insane. She's trying to curse y'all. Oh, I'm going to speak death on her children. And lady,
that's what's abusive. So
yeah.
I'm going to speak death on your children. What does that mean? You're going to make us
and it's like people are watching you thinking, what a fucking hypocrite. Because you're sitting up here saying how dangerous I am.
Exactly.
When
you're saying
wishing death on my children.
Exactly. And what's
we're going to wish death all through her womb? No. Never. Never. And see, guess what? I never did none of that, lady. So guess what? See, when you keep your karma good, they always say that bad stuff happens to good people, not to witches. My children are always gonna love their mama, and you know what? Whatever it is, well, I think Tyrese said that he wanted to do. Where are you gonna go to school, that young lady?
That I don't know yet. I think.
But you're gonna go to college.
Well, yeah, I have to go to college
as soon as you get out of high school, and so this coming up school year, you guys will be in a regular school, but we're not.
I'm actually gonna go to
private.
school.
It'll be private.
Because I need to really like get up my stuff. Because I'm
and
gonna
get and
like
start getting a part of the alumni, getting your school book pictures and all that.
I feel like grandma just did something that made me like not happy. That like made me unhappy.
She was purposely trying to make you unhappy.
She kind of did for a long time. When we were living with her for those 3 years, I felt like something happened, but I don't remember.
It wasn't 3 years that you were living with her.
I don't know.
It wasn't even a couple of months. It was more like a month. And then, because I was living in Lee Summit at the time, and then her and her sister was doing black magic on me. Her and her sister-in-law was doing black magic and all that stuff. And so, yeah. And they had people attacking me and shit. And I was a baby. I was really very, I was very inexperienced at it. And it was so weird because these people were just watching me. I mean, I could hear them. And they would be literally right next to me.
That was like my
Lee Summit, Missouri is a very dangerous place for any black person. Any black person to be in Lee Summit, Missouri. They don't give a shit. Them cops will pull you over. They will fucking racially profile you. You be on your way home from work and fucking go to jail for some shit you didn't even fucking do. They'll just make up charges on you.
Yeah, I remember that moment.
And
Mom, do you remember?
KKK is heavy in that area.
Mom, do you remember that one house we were living in with the?
Sit down, baby. Don't put your body on camera.
With the two side steps.
You're filming?
Woo. Mom, remember the two-way steps?
Next to your sister.
Mom,
yeah.
the two-way steps. That was nice, but I don't know. Grandma was there. I don't know. In that way, I mean, like, I was like literally still having dreams about her being there at night. I don't know. It just kind of followed. Like when I was little.
That's why I told you yeah.
To like.
Yeah, to that place we were living in.
Yeah, and it was a nice.
It was a spirit there. You remember?
Yeah.
It kept bothering us, and I was having weird dreams too. Oh my God, I didn't know you were having weird dreams.
Yeah, it was.
You didn't never tell me. Is that why you cut the TV?
It wasn't.
They were making my kids tear up my house.
No,
they've been doing that
Mom,
for years.
Mom, it wasn't that house. It was a house where I accidentally. Remember when I put pink? And it was there too. But mainly in the other house, I remember I put pink syrup, on the... Yeah. It was that place with the two-way stairs. And then there was a giant closet mirror. Yeah. Yeah, that one. And then you had like your little...
I like that place.
Yeah, that was a nice place.
It was. Yeah, it was all brand new to the
Why did you move?
That's where I had the dream. And you had like your bed. You had your bed. And then Grandma was just standing over you. And at the time she wasn't standing over me.
Oh, and I remember y'all were going to school from her house because them kids at school was attacking y'all. And I was like, why are y'all attacking my children? Out of all these other goddamn dusty ass kids up here, you decide to fuck with mine? And so y'all were only supposed to be staying over there to go to school from there, but that was only for a couple of months. See, when you a kid, you think stuff is longer. No, you guys have never stayed with her long term because she's always done some crazy shit.
Yeah, but Mom, it was like
And I've never been able to stay with her long term. My father was not able to stay with her long term. Nobody has ever been able to be around her long term except for being in Brenda, and that's because they have control over her.
Or they're just getting it for the money.
Mom, that's how they get the money by controlling.
Mom, she was standing over you though. When it was like your bed was.
That was around the time I had that miscarriage too.
Yeah, you were miscarriage.
And they were putting curses on my body and stuff. And they wanted Jacob to die. They didn't want me to have any more children.
Yours?
Which is like totally not your fucking decision. You don't take care of my kids. None of them do.
Yours is cute.
But see, when your mama is a piece of shit, that's why a stupid white woman is able to come on and have a bunch of dumb people believe her when she says stuff like that. But then when they hear the truth from the kids, they go, "Oh, that ain't the truth." All these people owe me an apology. All of them. And you owe my children an apology. But that's okay, though. We won't hold our breath and wait for it. Guess what? We'll never think about you people again. Off top, I'm going to take my kids' mind off of this. And Jacob has been so happy. He's been crying less. He's been missing his sisters for months.
You need a shirt.
He's okay. He feels more comfortable without one on. He gets warm. So he's okay because he had one on. He took it off.
Mom, do you know that there's a... When I woke up, the day that we were leaving to go to you, Auntie Michelle, she hugged me because she knew that she was sad. But it was early. We weren't leaving that time. She was like, I'm gonna miss you guys, and then she gave me a hug. And she was like, you feel warm, and like I honestly feel like that's because Grandma knew that that she was trying to stop us from leaving.
You felt that too? I felt the same way when I was driving here. I felt so much anxiety.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
But you know what? I was like, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. And I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna survive. This is a big deal. When I get out this motherfucker, I'm not looking back. Because that's just how miserable she made all of our lives. And they can believe whatever they want, but that's okay. Just know that we happy. And these kids will always be happy with their mama. And Danielle, do you or do you not want a little brother or sister?
To be honest, I do. Like I said, I love children. Like I don't see Mom could have as many as she wants.
Was you always taking care of Jacob?
No.
Who always had Jacob on her boob?
You.
What did I do every morning when you had to go to school? I got up and I got my baby bundled up and I took y'all to school and dropped y'all off.
Oh my God, that was so cute.
Remember that? Oh, but your grandmother said I was lazy. I had a garage and a van, and I would put my newborn baby, he was 2 or 3 days old, I was dragging him out. And I said, that's when I said I need a husband.
Yeah. Mom, I remember when you
I was like, I want to do this, but with a husband.
I remember when you took walks with him.
And you're ready for a stepfather.
He was in that little bundle, that you were wrapped around.
Remember his little thing, and it had a good little peephole, his little monkey thing. Yeah, that's my stinkies.
Can you honestly?
I want a little girl.
Yeah, me too. I want you to have as many children as you can as possible.
But why is that though? Because I have patience.
You have time.
Okay, I want you to seriously answer this question because I think that it takes patience to have a bunch of kids. When I have reached my limit, when y'all done drove me crazy, ain't it for extreme shit? It ain't for no bullshit. It ain't because you spilled a glass of water.
No.
I don't beat y'all for making mistakes, do I?
But Grandma does.
Right. And she cries over spilled milk.
Mom, I remember I was opening some...
Jake, stop.
Jacob, stop. I opened, some orange juice, and I accidentally spilled it. And, I couldn't have any orange juice anymore, ever.
She cried about it forever?
Ever. She said never. You can never have any more orange juice, ever. Even when I do leave. That's
what if you had typhoid?
I don't.
You know what? That's okay. Did you get some orange juice at the grocery store?
No, I didn't.
You should have got some. I'm gonna send you back.
Yeah, I want to.
My little grocery shopper.
Hey, swag.
And you like going grocery shopping because you like carrying, and you carried my purse today, didn't you?
Yeah, I felt like...
I'm going to get you a purse.
I felt close, Mom, but I thought it was, hard to get money out of the bank. It was actually easy. Because I got $20.
And you know what? I'm going to teach you how to fill out money orders, and I'm going to teach you how to open up bank accounts and stuff because you guys need a savings account.
Yeah.
And you and your sisters are getting piggy banks.
Oh,
because you guys have to start saving money for your future.
Kiki, stop.
Have you ever heard them talking about life insurance?
Yes, all the time.
On who?
Grandma. It was Ben and Brenda. They would talk about life insurance on each other.
What about me?
You, of course. You were in it.
They told me that they have life insurance on me. They told you that?
No.
Or did they just say I wasn't getting none of her life insurance?
They just said something like that.
Okay, Mom. Guess what? No, thank you. I don't want your money, Mom. I just want you to leave me alone and leave my children alone and stop attacking my family. Real talk. I would rather sit over here and be a boss about my shit, honey. I'm a salesperson, and I do very good in my career. Okay? And just because your belly dancing business was not successful.
It wasn't. It was stupid.
And my father even told her, and she got mad at him because she could barely pull in 15 a year.
Bruh.
Barely.
Bruh.
Barely.
15 a year?
15 a fucking year. You can't even
Bruh. Worlds. I can make more money than that.
And you're fucking 13.
13. Exactly.
And I mean, y'all got quality channels.
Hey, working at McDonald's is better than that. Shoot.
There's a Dunkin' Donuts that you and your sister. There's a lot of different places. Ain't nothing wrong with while y'all in college. Of course, you're gonna work at McDonald's. You'll tell them, say, "Yeah, I work at McDonald's while I'm in college."
Duh.
Sonic, or McDonald's,
or the grocery
Pizza
store.
Grocery store. Yeah, she gonna do that because she's responsible. My son already wants a job. Yeah. At least she's not going to be a prostitute.
Hey! No. That's what Grandma said I was going to be. She said...
You guys heard it here. Have I ever told you was going to be a prostitute?
No. You said you said that we were basically going to be successful in life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
You're going to go to college.
Yeah. College.
And you're going to travel.
Mm-hmm. That, Mom, we need to go on an airplane, though. It was nice. It was relaxing.
We're going to Disney World.
Well... How long would it take?
Look at that baby.
I thought it was gonna be a 5-hour flight. Oh my jaws.
No, it was less than 2 hours.
It was less than 2 hours, yeah.
Because it was nonstop.
Mm-hmm. And it was, Mom, it was so nice. It was really.
Did you guys get snacks?
Yeah, we got. Deja got gummy bears, and I got beef jerky.
Oh, I bet the beef jerky was good.
Did
it help with the ear popping and stuff?
The ear popping, it was okay. The ear popping, it wasn't, it hurt at first, like, it would, like, Mom.
Could you feel my presence over you?
Yeah, I kept on saying, Deja, oh my God, we're finally gonna meet Mom. Yeah. I was, like, really excited.
Because the whole time I was watching y'all, they let you look at a map.
Yeah,
and you could see the plane. And you saw it too. They had a map for y'all there. Yeah,
there's a map.
And I was watching y'all, and I was praying, and I was playing my meditation music, and I kept feeling you guys kind of being a little scared. And then when y'all got here, I took all of y'all plane sickness, cause y'all were both jet lagged when y'all got here, and I got it. I took it from you.
How did you feel like me?
When I hugged y'all gave it to me, and that's okay, cause that's what you're supposed to do, cause I'm your mama.
You were like walking off. I was like, you were like, I thought that you saw us in like the room.
No, I was, and then I looked and I said, "Oh my God!" And it looked like you guys got taller.
Yeah, we did. Taller.
But we've always gotten along, though. Yeah. I get along with all of my kids.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for you guys to date. Mm-hmm. And your boyfriends are gonna love you guys, and he's gonna be respectful if he's not.
Grandma never says stuff like that. She would just be like.
Because she wants y'all to have a horrible life.
I don't know what's wrong with her, but it gets to me.
Don't worry about her no more. You ain't got to deal with her.
Mom, you don't understand this. She was standing over the bed. She was standing over the bed over you. Like, that type of stuff scares me. And
were we living with her at the time?
It was, the only thing I remember is her standing over you was when we lived in that old house where you only flat ironed your hair and stuff like that. It's
because she's possessed.
And then
I've talked to y'all about this. I've actually told YouTube about this, about how she died. Okay, let me tell you about your grandmother real quick. She died.
Bruh.
She died. When she had that car accident when she was 16, she didn't come back as Cherie.
No.
She came back as something else. My grandmother told me. She said, "That's not my daughter." She said, "Don't tell your mother until I'm dead." She said, "But that's not my daughter."
Mom.
It was very creepy.
Why didn't you... Mom.
Look, I didn't believe it until... that lady... Until everything came together. It was destiny, honey. Every princess goes through an evil stepmother. She was your evil stepmother. And you gonna get past it, and it's gonna make you a better person. Trust me.
Grandma was in. I just was.
I wish she was better. I wish she wasn't like that.
But I don't care about her anymore. I just was like, is it great grandma? I wish she was still alive.
You talking about Gigi?
Yeah,
Gigi. She is still alive.
Well, yeah, but like, I just
you can call and talk to Ernest now. Ernestine. Now I do know that Ernestine has a tendency to kind of, but Ernestine tries to act like she doesn't know anything about it.
She would.
Yeah.
Trust me. Before we left, we saw her.
Yeah.
And
so
kind of like.
But see, she is under, that hypnosis, and I told her to get away from there because Ernestine, she called me. She was so worried, and I said, Ernestine, I said, let me go. I said, just let me go. I said, y'all. I said, and every time I tell her about mom's abuse, she acts like it's the first time I've ever told her. And so Ernestine told me, she said, they took you from me. And she said, I've never gotten over that. So Ernestine.
Wait, what?
Ernestine raised me.
Oh, yeah, she did raise you.
She was my mom for years. Every time mom would treat me like shit, I would go to Ernestine crying and saying, please take me back. And she's like, I can't. They won't let me. And I think throughout the years, Ernestine sort of got caught up in that stuff because, Ernestine lost her sister. She lost her son.
What?
Yeah, Keith.
Keith? As in Keith?
No, Keith, her son. You never met him. He passed away before you were born.
Aww.
And it just seemed like to me that they have the ability to possess people. Like my mother has the ability to possess people that come over to her house. Like when Ernestine is not at her house, she's normal. But if she steps in her house, it's like this weirdness overcomes her. My mother is also an enchantress, and she's always had. That's why she was such she was a successful dancer, but she had her limits. She was very limited, and it's because she limits herself. She's been telling herself for years she's gonna die.
Mom. One day, I remember
I'm gonna die.
I'm
gonna have a heart attack. Yeah, that's.
I was talking to my friend. I was talking to my friends one day, and I remember because we went upstairs because she was yelling at me, and because she told us to go to bed. I went upstairs, and Deja was like still downstairs, like about to come upstairs. She closed the door. And she was like, "Danielle, why do you think I'm acting so hard on you?" And I was like, "Because you are." And she was like, "I'm gonna die," and I was telling her don't say that, but she was like, "Yes, I am going to die." And I was like, "Well, yeah, I mean, it that's what it's gonna come to if you keep on telling yourself that." Jacob, stop, boy.
Yeah. It's the law of attraction.
Yeah.
And you guys, you know what we're gonna do? Saturday, we're gonna go and get pots, and we're gonna get seeds, and you guys we're gonna plant some flowers and some herbs. And we're gonna be working on a garden when we get our house.
She needs help, though. I swear, she needs some type of help.
Well, I was thinking about reporting Ben and Brenda to adult abuse because it is adult abuse because they're enabling that shit. If one person would have made one phone call. If one person would have made one phone call when I was a child, I would have been gone, and they fucking knew it, girl. She claimed that I was neglectful. Do you know that my mother neglected me so much that I had my shoes were too little. I had a big green knot on my fucking toe, and luckily it went away. I never got corns. I don't have any corns. I healed completely. But it's a reason for that. But when my mother died, her soul is still in. When my mother's memory of her car accident is that she saw nothing but complete blackness, but she was aware of it. So she actually went to purgatory, and the person that's there doesn't really remember. That's a demon, I swear to you. And she does it all the time. This is why I'm trying to get you guys to wear your bendies. So that, because I think once you cleanse and you wear your bendy, And he's telling you. He's telling you about it.
He wants me to wash his hands. He wants me to wash his hands real quick.
I'm going to get Jacob a dream weaver. I'm going to get you guys dream weavers for your room. Like, do you want to have those kind of vision dreams about her or not? You want those dreams to go away? Do you want to forget about her?
I don't know. I feel like there's a reason why I was having those dreams. I feel like there's a reason that I need to know what is like going on. There's a reason for all of this.
Do you want to ask the spirits? We can ready to watch some movies. Did you have anything else that you wanted to say, sweetie pie?
No, after I wash Jacob's hands, I'm just gonna.
Okay, so I'll let you finish it and I'll sit here and talk. When I buy my house, guys, I'm actually doing this rent-to-own program with this one company, and they've got some beautiful homes, and we're going to be getting, I need more space for us to stretch out in, and we deserve it because we've lived in either apartment or a small townhome for the past couple of years, so we need more space because the family is growing. We want a dog, we want a cat, we want some fish. And what do you think about gerbils?
You should get one.
What about guinea pigs? I love guinea pigs.
Oh my god!
I know you guys want. Okay, we'll get a guinea pig, and we'll have damn near like. But oh no, we're not gonna stop at that, baby. We gonna have chickens.
Oh.
We gonna build our own chicken coop this summer, and we're gonna make videos, and you can put them on your YouTube channel, and I'll put them on my channel.
Chicken coops. Hey.
We're gonna have our own chicken coop.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fresh eggs.
I don't want to take their babies.
And when I buy my house, we're gonna build our own koi pond. Remember how they had it at your school?
Oh yeah.
And what I'd like is to have like a little discovery room. It'll be like a botanica where we'll grow our herbs there.
And I'll have
and we'll have like a big table, a big brown table, a big wooden table. We'll have like all of our little stuff, and I'll teach y'all how to make essential oils and stuff.
Okay.
Out of lavender and stuff. Yeah.
But mom, for real though,
Happy
if you want to have as many kids as you want, trust, I am totally okay with that.
And you would love your brothers and sisters. And you know what? It's because we have so much fun as a family. Mm-hmm. And all that stuff these people, you know, it's like, my daughter's going to finish school. My daughter's going to go to college. Trust me. Watch how these kids turn out.
Right. Success.
And I've already done a very good job. I'm very proud of the job that I did. And I have very beautiful young ladies. All of my children are wonderful. And I love y'all all the same.
Grandma was saying that.
I don't play favorite. Do I play favorites with y'all?
No.
Never. I will never do that to any of my kids.
Literally, you're like, if you're mad at, like, I remember you used to be mad at me because I would not do the dishes, which I'm actually going to go down there and do the dishes. When, after you're done cooking, I gotta do those. I used to not do the dishes at all.
You can cook too.
Of course. And
it's good home economics. That's where you learn how to cook, is at home.
Yeah. You would buy McDonald's. You bought McDonald's one day, and you were like, Danielle, I'm not getting you anything. I'm gonna get them everything. And I was like, okay. Yeah. And you came back with, you gave us exactly all the same. You came back with all the same. The dishes were done. I did the dishes. You came back with
so I threatened
burger.
To not get you nothing, but I got you. Of course, I gotta feed you.
But you got us all the same. You got a burger, fries, chicken nuggets. And you got Tyrese a burgers, fries, and something else, and you just got.
But sometimes I will get Tyrese a bacon burger, but that's because
I don't want that.
Yeah, you don't like that. Like you eat in small amounts. Like I don't. Yeah. We don't shovel food in our mouths. Mm-mm. You know, like we're gonna go to this tea party thing, and you have tea and cucumber cake. And cucumber cake. I can't wait till you guys have a sweet 16. Like that's gonna be so amazing. And you guys know I want to decorate. I'm going to be decorating and hosting it. Yeah. And when you guys do your sleepover at the aquarium, I'm going to be there too overnight with you guys.
Swag. But Mom.
Unless you don't want me there. Unless you want.
No, you can go. It's fine. But Mom.
No, what we need to do is camping. That is what we need to do.
That's what we need to do. I feel like we should go camping.
But we can't go alone. Like we can go with Tyrese, but we need a man with us. Yeah, but we'll have one with us. Don't worry.
We actually have two.
We're going to Tallulah Falls or somewhere. We're going somewhere Falls.
Oh my god, Mom, we need to like. See, we do a lot of family stuff, which is like.
That's all we do. Do I go to clubs?
No, you went this one time, but you hated it. You said that there's nobody there. You went one time, and you were like, "Let's just watch a movie." You know.
I would rather stay at home and listen. And
right.
Okay, but tell them about us running. We don't run outside naked, but we do run around.
No, I remember one time we did go outside. A few times we went outside with Mom and yeah, and we went like we kind of ran in the
naked.
No,
you
ran in the rain, and we kind of all did because I used to. And
you guys got sick.
Yeah, probably did. Mom, at Grandma's house, I would tell me sleep. I would listen to rain music, and then I would tell him because Elena, she's my best friend. Because I don't know about
that from me, remember?
Yeah, but it just kind of. I was like, of course Elena knew about half the stuff that. Jakey.
Yeah, you got to watch this one every second because he'll try to escape. Oh, we got to put a latch on the front door again.
Oh, God.
Because he's starting to get curious about the front yard.
But, I would tell Elena about what Grandma does and stuff because she's my best friend now. I don't know about Grace.
Her name is Elena, okay.
She, and she's far distance, so, she's, one of, she's my best online friend, which one day I'm planning on. Grandma, I feel like she's been reading my texts. Which, Mom, I need to tell you something about Elena that I can't tell like this. And I'm pretty sure she's going to be fine with it. But I just can't, you can't tell.
I'm open to you having a variety of friends as long as they're really your friends and they're not trying to take advantage of you.
They are. She is. But,
who is Elena?
Mm-hmm. But, Grandma... I don't know, we just kind of oh wait,
yeah, tell me about her.
We're just really, I don't know, we connect, it's just a really good friendship that we have, that we've been having.
Yeah, well, how old is she though?
She's only, I think she just turned 14 when I turned 13.
Have you seen pictures of her though?
Yeah, we Skype, we Skype.
Oh, okay, I just want to meet her.
Yeah, we used to FaceTime, we used to, every day we would FaceTime.
I don't mind you having friends. Just introduce your friends to me. Don't ever keep nobody's secret from me because you know I'm the cool mom. Bruh.
Yeah, but I want to meet her one day, that might be because her mom said I can fly because she lives in. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, let's say where she lives. But wrap this up though.
Yeah. All right. Hello. Alright, I'm gonna go. This is really sad and a really great video. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. You can just end it because I don't know. What do you want to say, Daddy?
Just say that. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Alright, well.
Yeah, we're out.
We're out. Yeah. Have a great day.
Namaste.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Does it mean have a good day?
It means have a good day and just, yeah. Bye.
Bye.